Hi YouTube, it's Jack Hyder and welcome back to Videomas. So since I did a bad teacher first and then a good teacher second, I decided to go back with another bad teacher. And for this one we will call him Mr. Glockenspiel for a couple different reasons. Those of you who know who I'm talking about will know exactly who I mean. Alright, so Mr. Glockenspiel was my high school choir director of my senior year. And we had a little bit of a joke in the choir that it was the Defense Against the Dark Arts job, because over the course of the 4 years that I was there, we had 5 different teachers. One the first year, one the second year, one the third year, the first semester, one the third year, second semester, and then Mr. Glockenspiel, the fourth one, which he was the absolute worst of all of them. Now, when I first met him, I was like, oh, this guy actually seems pretty cool. He seems to know what he's doing. He does not. He's an egotistical butthole who I cannot stand whatsoever. And I'm not the only one who thinks this either. If you talk to pretty much any of my friends who are in that same class, they will say the exact same thing. Granted, a couple of them say differently, but I disliked him very much so, for many different reasons. One of which, he was very egotistical. He thought he was all that when he really wasn't. And he always tried to make things about himself. There was literally at one point where he essentially like pushed a girl out of the way because she wasn't checking the mics right, so he wanted to check it himself and basically pushed her out of the way and pretty much into the mic to test it. And it's just like, you couldn't have just told her what else to do? Like, come on. And another thing that he did, he almost got me fired from my job. Because for our Christmas concert, we had a couple practices on the actual stage we were going to do it on. One of the practices happened on a day that I was supposed to work. And when the bell rang, he wouldn't let us go. I told him, I'm sorry, I have to go to work. I literally have to go to work. And he's like, no, we have to finish this. We have to practice this again. I'm like, I have to go to work. I'm scheduled. And he goes, well, I'll just pay you for the difference. I'm just like, excuse me, that's not how it freaking works, you idiot. Like, come on, are you kidding me? You're not gonna let me go to work? The bell rang, let me go. Like, I was so close to walking out, and honestly, I should have walked out so that I didn't have to deal with him like that. He was an absolute imbecile with everything that he did. He was absolutely horrible with everything he did. There was a competition that we were actually doing where it was a singing at a theater called the Meyerson in Dallas, and we were just like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. Some of the kids were just like, I'm sorry, I don't think I'll be able to make it. He said, well, this is required, and they said, it's a Saturday, we won't be able to make it. And he was like, talk to me after class. And it's just like, what do you mean talk to you after class? If they can't make it, they can't make it. Don't force them to do something that's not an actual school function. Yes, it would be amazing, and it was amazing, but still, come on now. And when we were even at the theater, the piano that we were supposed to use to practice was locked. The assistants who were there, who were helping people get ready, like all the choirs get ready and everything for their performance, were looking for the person who had the key to the piano. And Mr. Glockenspiel would not have it. He was constantly just like, where's the key? Why can't you get this unlocked? You can't better get someone here right now. And we were all like, come on, Mr. Glockenspiel. They're trying to get it here. Calm down. They're like, and when it finally got here, we were like, all just pretty much, are you kidding me? You didn't have to be that rude to them. He's like, well, it got here, didn't it? And I'm just like, are you kidding? I'm just like, are you kidding me? I've actually worked in their position before. I understand what they go through. That is not the way to treat them. That is absolutely awful treatment. How would you feel if someone yelled at you the same way, Mr. Glockenspiel? I didn't say that exactly, but after I left, I actually heard that he got even worse. The year after I graduated, I found out that he would no longer let anyone go to the bathroom anymore. Used to, he would be really like stingy about it, be like, fine, you can go, but hurry, kind of thing. But then he actually wouldn't let anyone go. There was one girl who actually had a bladder problem and needed to go to the bathroom, and he would not let her go, so she had to walk out herself, and in full view of him. But she just had to walk out because he would not let her go. He was an absolute imbecile, and I cannot stand him whatsoever. And there are still some people who think that he was great and amazing. I really don't understand why, and I'm sorry if you do, but I don't think so. I really don't see it. I'm really sorry if you do, but that's my rant about Mr. Glockenspiel. Sorry it's been kind of just like this whole time, but I just had to get that off my chest. But anyways, that's the news for Jack's Wax, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that I didn't scare you off by just ranting too much. I always have to rant about this guy because he's so annoying. Cannot stand him whatsoever. But anyways, guys, I hope you stay around for Videomas because it's almost done. We've almost made it. And as always, I'll see you later.